benefit of the union and the students.
The annual general meeting was held at the Regent Street campus last Thursday the 19th of October. Many motions and points of interest were raised, but two things took centre stage. A vote of no confidence in Rayhan Omar's Vice Presidency of Communications and Campaigns, and in Salima Lankway's presidency of the Student Union, led by rival factions.
I won't tolerate any booing at any point during this meeting. If people continue to heckle and boo, they'll be asked to leave the room.
Thank you for all those that clapped, and thank you for all those that booed. At least you paid attention.
I think it's very important to remember this isn't a personal thing. I myself get on very well with Salima. I have on numerous occasions have spoken to her, and there's never ever been any ill feeling. But I'm representing today students who don't feel represented by the union as a result of her actions.
Biggest keyword there was representation, and I've just written down what I am and what Salima is. I am male, I am white, or vanilla, as Salima has introduced me to say. I am gay, I am non-religious, I'm currently single, and I like drinking Stella. Salima is a female. She is black or chocolate. She is straight. She is a non-practicing Muslim. She is currently in a relationship, and she likes drinking green tea. And I would just like to say that I have never felt so well represented out of those differences that we have, and I just think she's fantastic. And from the different worlds that we come from, I think she's the best person for the job.
The whole point of the union is to work as a team, and I don't believe that Salima and the other sabbatical officers are working together as a team. The fact that we are now have two officers going against a sabbatical officer who could actually stay in his position is very, very worrying.
In the Constitution, it states that VP Comms and Campaigns is responsible for the uwsu.com. If you have been on our website, you will see it's completely out of date and there is never the information you require on there.
The fact that the Freshers' Fair was poorly organised. It was organised and has, as a result, has created ill feeling within students and the companies that are represented at those fairs.
Where are those companies, who are they, and where is your proof? Unless you can give me that proof, I'm not prepared to answer any further into that question.
Following on point number 1, the President poorly organised Freshers' Fair. Nowhere in the Constitution states that Freshers' Fair is the President's responsibility. It is the Students' Union's responsibility, and that would entail the 4 SABs on every single part-time officer. And I can tell you, if you want to move a motion against the President, it's best you move a motion against the entire executive.
Another prominent issue raised was about the university's recycling policies.
This is it, the UWSU Green Group. My name's Chris Adams, I'm last year's Environment Officer and I'm also a member of this year's Green Group. And let's see okay, I'll just tell you about the stuff that we've done or what we've done last year. If you have a phone or a cartridge or your printer that you don't need, if you take it to the SU, we can get it converted into some cash for the SU to raise some more money for your own activity. So in effect, it's like a free donation. The final thing is anyone aware that there are actually Hall's recycling schemes going soon? They're happening in Marylebone and they should be rolled out across London. Harrow, they still haven't got their act together, so they haven't got it yet. We're looking to have some free fair trade chocolate fountains. That's exactly what it sounds like. Fair trade chocolate free around the campus. There is really no bad side to this, people. You're going on free chocolate. Also, there's a climate change carnival on the 4th of November, again at Maddox Street. So if you can't make it on the 29th and you still want to have some kind of active thing to do, you can come out there. And I'm not sure if this is kind of in the pipeline at the moment. There's looking to be a very, very, very big after party and intermission afterwards, although I can't definitely confirm that just yet. Hands up if you think it would be nice for the world to be greener here. Well, now you know what to do, okay?
In the UK, 3/4 of waste ends up as landfill, whereas nations such as the Netherlands, Denmark and Belgium recycle up to 70% of all waste produced. In a country that is so far behind its European neighbours, it is vital that Britain's students take an active interest in recycling.
being in a university means using up an awful lot of rainforest in paperwork. So the more we can do to recycle and take care of our environment, the better.
I don't recycle at all. It's just, I don't think about it, just throw it in any bin. I never even knew what that green bin was until now. So I just don't recycle. I guess I should, but it kind of makes me feel like a hippie, so I don't bother.
Nothing hippie about it, it's just helping the planet.
Well,
so don't listen to him.
Yeah, but like, what's the point? I mean...
There is a point to it.
How is there a point?
Yes.
But what's
the point? So then we all don't end up dead by carbon dioxide, I think, idiot.
Jamie Quinn is project manager at the Community Recycling in Southwark project, or CRISP, which for the last 2 years has been running the London Halls of Residence Recycling project, in collaboration with the GLA and London Mayor Ken Livingstone.
When students come to university in their first year, it's quite an important time for a lot of students in their lives. They've come away from home, a lot of them for the first time, and in my and the project's opinion, it's very important that they're exposed to, environmental issues. They're exposed to recycling, being able to recycle, being able to think about the environment, turning the light off, not leaving the tap running, also reusing items, getting away from the consumer society that we live in, really.
London has approximately 40,000 students, each of whom produces 220 kilos of waste per year.
I do think it's important, but I think it's very time consuming. It would be nice if we could all get into the routine, but the only way that will happen is if we're charged to do it. And because we're not charged, we'll just take advantage of the system. So
I think they should be encouraged by, actually having leaflets handed to them and explained, or having an actual auditorium day where they just have a lecture on recycling. That's what I think.
Debbie Rumball, seen here on the left, is hall manager at Harrow campus. Although her camera shyness prevented her from speaking to Smoke News, she told us that the £1,435 monthly cost of disposing of students' rubbish would double if recycling facilities were provided, a cost which would then have to be passed on to students in the form of higher rent. Having spoken to CRISP, the Halls of Residence Management and students, it is clear that recycling is an issue that matters. Initiatives such as the Green Metro and the Halls of Residence Recycling project will only succeed if students become actively involved. However, recycling is expensive, and without the support of the local council, the cost of going green will have to be met by students. James Hassam, Smoke News at the University of Westminster.
The Constitution also states that VP Comms and Campaigns is responsible for campaigns. VP Comms and Campaigns has had no input or involvement in any of our campaigns this year. We employed 2 students to be student editors of The Smoke, and VP Comms and Campaigns sacked those 2 student editors and became editor-in-chief, removing the independence from the student paper.
She isn't contactable. She isn't contactable. I personally tried to contact her on the mobile, which we know she doesn't like giving out, also through her office phone and through her email. No reply. That isn't how I expect a president of a student union to act.
That's my personal time, and if I don't sleep, I can't represent you. I think I've made my feelings very clear here. Please make the right decision not to substantiate this motion. Thank you.
We decided as an exec team, with VP Comms and Campaigns present, to recall the paper as we had not had a chance to respond. It was agreed by vote, and VP Comms and Campaigns continued to hand them out, going against the values of democracy and the values of the student union.
How can you speak of democracy when you pull the newspaper? I'm sorry, freedom of expression is central to democracy. You just can't do that.
I was, for the first issue, the co-editor with Olivia. We were appointed to edit The Smoke.
And we worked solid from 8 till 6, and we made, in 4 days, £10,000 for the student union. And we get slated on the front page.
So there was a board introduced that would have a section editor, an editor myself, and someone from outside to come in and make this newspaper fair, make it the best journalism. If we're supposed to have the best journalism course in the UK, then we should be showing that. None of this happened.
Because what that newspaper said, although some of the facts weren't true, I know, but it was telling what everyone had on their mind. The freshers' fairs weren't up to standard this year, and the paper said it.
We did the absolute best job that we could. we were very proud of the first issue. I feel that Olivia and I were highly misrepresented. I feel that mudslinging has gone on, and I feel that's partly why we're in a situation like this.
Rayhan mentioned before, if there was a problem with any of the articles, they would have happily printed a retraction. The next issue.
I'm desperately upset that the smoke could end. I think it's embarrassing, and I don't think we should just be pointing to one person. I think we should all take a little bit of that shame. I know I have.
He has always, or at least most of the time, been available for everyone who wanted to talk to him. And he gave out his mobile phone number for everyone, his private mobile phone number for everyone who wanted it, which some people failed to do.
Rayhan, he's so dedicated to his job. When he went on holiday this year, he even took his laptop down to the beach with him so that we could contact him, even when he was on holiday.
Prove it.
No, he did. Prove it? I'll give you some emails that I said whilst he was sat on the beach.
When you say that he failed to act in the best interest of the Students' Union, you forget to mention that he did his best to act in the best interest of the students, and that's why he was elected.
I find it really difficult how you're trying to vote out the one person who's come here today with the most motions. The person who's trying to take the student union forward, you're trying to vote out. He's come here today with the most motions.
As a majority, there was not a 2/3 majority, so that falls. Can people please stay in their seats and keep quiet, because we need to count them as quickly as possible, because we need to get out of this room. We just have the results of the last motion, in confidence in the President, ? The result, for the removal of the President from office, 29, against 91,
As dramatic as the proceedings were, there were lighter moments during the day.
The title of the motion is, Can You Cry Underwater? All those in favour, and I'd be worried to find out how you know this, raise your hands if you think you can cry underwater. Oh, right, okay. All those who think you can't cry underwater.
Just the popularity contest.
Oh, we might have some scientific basis to this from the front. Abstentions? You can indeed cry underwater.
Congratulations to our sports teams who played yesterday and they all won. Can I give a round of applause? The results were as follows. City Football versus Sparshalt College, 1-2-0. Harrow Football Club versus Bedfordshire, Luton, 1-5-0. The rugby team versus Writtle College, 1-59-30. The net A team versus the College of Law, 1-85-0. The netball B team versus Roehampton, 1-30-18. And also the women's hockey versus the University of Winchester, 1-6-0. What a great start to the year, and a big thank you to Gemma Ferguson, who's our new Activities Development Coordinator. What a really, really good start.
Smokescreen News will be releasing an unedited DVD of the meeting to ensure the transparency of the process. This is Rachel Cantor reporting for Smokescreen News.
Diners at the Harrow campus refectory have noticed that staff are getting younger these days. 15-year-old Mitchell Copus has been on work experience for the last 2 weeks and has made quite an impact on staff and students alike.
When you walk into the coffee shop, the first thing that strikes you is this young little boy with a tiny little voice saying, "Can I help you?" or "What do you want next?" I mean, who's next? And you think, what on earth are you doing here? You're supposed to be in school.
Yeah, we first saw him behind the canteen counter serving the food. And I was actually pretty shocked. I thought, oh, what's a little kid doing here, innit?
I'm not in school because I'm on work experience. I love the people here, they're so nice. The canteen people, they've been so nice to me, it's unreal. I thought work experience was going to be so hard, waking up in the morning so early. But I'd rather do this than go to school.
It's very good, very impressed, very good. Learned so quickly, very happy with him. Yes, of course. Of course we'll have him back.
The Westminster students are really polite, well-mannered, but you're always going to get the one odd one who will be really ignorant. But you get that in all schools.
At the end of his work experience and the beginning of his catering career, we thought it best that those who love Mitchell best should have the final word.
So what do you think, Mitchell, how's the working here? Is good?
Yeah, it's
how,
really
how
good.
Oh,
do you find with the people who work with you?
Yeah,
They're good?
very nice.
Yeah? So
No,
do you enjoy
praise
yourself?
me, you meant to praise
Okay.
me.